Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jane White Watson, your swagalicious prophetess, the doctor herself. You either hate me or you love me. I am the oracle of truth and love. Remember, a liar will not make heaven. So I've come to give you only the truth and with no apologies. I am the model for the Lord Jesus Christ with no apologies. You either hate me or you love me. You can be in the middle. But guess what? Love is a commandment. So I love you. Today I want to talk about my experience with Nigerian police. Okay, even ever before they became SARS or whatever they call themselves, even before ever we had all the squads and Operation Sweep and Operation whatever. I think basically that time it was more like the Operation Sweep, and I want to talk about my experience. It's a lot that I have experienced, but the one that keeps playing in my mind back forth and over again since this whole protest started is the one that I had at the age of 19. My experience with the Nigerian police at the age of 19 in Lagos. Okay, there was a day that there was this my mother's tenant. I think he's late now, and he actually carried us, me and my late cousin and some other young women. We were all together. He was transporting us back home, and we were pulled up somewhere around Lagos, I think in between the Papa local government. We were pulled up by these police people, and when we were pulled up, there was this limping mobile police. He was of course wearing a police uniform, but a mobile police uniform. Back then they had different uniform, and he was limping. He was smallish, and then he actually was abusing all the women and touching their breasts and all of that, and touching their breasts. And then he got to me and he was talking, and he used his hand and touched my breast like twice, and then at that age I said, and I started crying, and I said, don't, why are you touching my breast? And this is what he did. He came and he squeezed my breast, and he said, do you have breast? He said, is this breast? Precisely, I can remember the English. This one a breast? This one a breast? He can't even speak good English. This, and he was squeezing it, and I said, is this breast? He said, people who have breasts have not talked. You are also talking? Is this breast? Because I was young and I wasn't busty. So he said, is this breast? Those who have breasts have not even complained. It's you. And then at this time he was really squeezing it. Then the next thing he used his gun, actually used his gun and pushed my breast and was pushing my breast. And then, is this breast? Oh my God. And I was quiet. I didn't say nothing. And he said, those who have breasts have not talked. That if I open my mouth one more time and talk, that is going to use the breast, the gun, and blow up my chest or something. So I didn't say a word. I was just crying. And then I don't know, they told us to lie on the floor and put our face down on the floor, and I did that. And also maybe I don't know what happened, but my late cousin and maybe the other ladies who were more busty, only God knows, when he said we should put our face on the ground and lie on the floor, only God knows what might have happened to them. And this, my mom's tenant, was an ex-soldier, and he tried to actually talk to them and say, I'm a uniform man and these are my landlady's children. They beat him up and they put a cigarette, like a smoking cigarette, and they put it inside his eyes and almost blind him. They quenched the cigarette in his eyes and they beat him up, and he had a black eye just for trying to speak out. So at this point in time, nobody could speak out. All we could do was quiet, and only God knows what they did to this was actually not even late in the night. This was like in the evening hours, and then we were detained there for so many hours. Only God knows what they did to the other ladies that were busty, because all this time I was lying on my face on the ground. So many other experience. There was one time as well, I left my kids and I went out. I went to night vigil, and on my way back to my house, I realized that there was a police vehicle on my street, and they they told us to come down. I was driving. They said, come down from your vehicle. And they told us to roll on the mud. And I said, look, I live right there. Okay. And they said, you live right there, that there's been a robbery around the area. And so everybody is a suspect. I said, oh my God. They said, there's been a shootout. I said, then my kids are right there in that estate. If you say there's a shootout and my kids safe or whatever, and they say, shut up your mouth, shut up your mouth. Are you supposed to be moving about in the night? Where are you coming from? You're also an armed robber. And they told us to roll in the mud. And I got out of my car and they rolled us on the mud and kept us on the ground there for a long time, treated us like criminals, you know. I mean, thank God there was no guy, because if it was guys, only God knows what they did to guys. That time it was just me and two other females. We're driving back from night vigil, okay, not even too far from my house. And they made us roll on the ground, this and that and that. That was when I decided that I was going to take my kids out of Nigeria. At that time, I was living in Port Harcourt, so I had to take my kids, and that was in this year, 1997. That was when I decided, and I took my kids and we relocated to Europe because of safety in Nigeria. Because I decided that day that anything could have happened. It's not just the stray bullets of armed robbers, it's also stray bullets of police. I mean, shooting in an estate where little children are sleeping. Look at me coming back from night vigil, and anything could have happened to my children. That was when I knew that there was no security in Nigeria. There was no security whatsoever. I have seen how police have actually, beaten a young man mercilessly. I don't want to say, but several times. It's traumatizing. It's heartbreaking. It's terrible to see these things, and you're on the street. You see somebody bleeding from police brutality. I stand for one. I support NSAS. NSAS is not just SARS and police brutality. Police brutality in Nigeria has been there for a long time, not just because of SARS. They keep changing the names, Operation Sweep, Operation Kill, Operation whatever. They change the names over the years. Police brutality has been there all this time. What I'm talking about when I'm 19 years old, that is over 30 years now. Yes, so if I tell you that it's been there, it has been there. Our mothers, our fathers, our brothers, our sisters, they've all suffered under police brutality. Not to talk about the times that police have come to my house and raided my house, collected all my properties just because they said that, okay, maybe my neighbor complained that I was playing loud music. This was in Port Harcourt as well. Okay, what about the times that, police will go in between a husband and a wife? They had a little feud, and maybe the wife goes to the police station to report the husband, and they end up raping the woman or doing whatever, say, because she has no right to come and report her husband. Police brutality has always been there. I'm just talking about my experience, and these are just two of my experiences. There are so many, much more, so much more. I have seen police actually take a friend of mine away in the night because we went out to have a drink, to hang out. That was a long time ago, and that girl, they took her, and then 2 days later, when she came, she was not the same again. She has been beaten mercilessly. Of course, a lot of Nigerians, women have not been given freedom of speech, so she won't tell if she was sexually abused. But of course, she came and said that she was beaten mercilessly, and so many things happened. Police brutality must stop in Nigeria. God bless you all. I celebrate you. I celebrate every one of you. I am Prophetess Jane White Watson, your Swagalicious prophetess. This is just my one-off experience. Please share this and allow people to like this and make people, let it go viral. Let people know that this brutality has been there ever since, even before I was born, before most of us were born. It has always been there. It's just not about SARS. It's police brutality. And a lot of times they say absolute power corrupts, absolutely. A lot of our people in power, our government people, actually are involved in this corruption. A lot of them actually support police to do this nonsense. Police brutality has always been there. Not to talk about less than 3 years ago in Abuja, my neighbor, there was a young woman that was crying through the window, to toilet window. I could see her from my building, and she said that somebody wants to kill her. And then I called police, and I kept calling police. I kept calling. They were making excuses, and they were telling me that they need money for their vehicle, they need money for fuel for them to come and rescue somebody, that a man was beating her mercilessly. I heard that this guy is the son of a politician, and that his father owns the house, and he takes cocaine and he brings women and beats them mercilessly. At least I investigated with my security people, and I tried to call police. Finally, police came and collected money from the guy that was beating and abusing this women, and still took the young woman to police station. I don't know why. Power corrupts in Nigeria. Please help us and let our voices go viral. This must stop. It could have been anybody else. My kids could have been shot with stray bullets of police because of they were trying to carry out the wrong mission, attacking neighbors. I could have been killed, and my kids would have been motherless because they were trying to abuse their power and their uniform. Police brutality in Nigeria has been here ever since. Not just the name SARS. Police brutality must end. Again, I am Prophetess Jane White Watson, your swagalicious prophetess, the oracle of truth with no apologies. I am the model for the Lord Jesus Christ, and a liar will not make heaven. Please share this. I love you all. God bless you. And if you not subscribe to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate you. We all grow together. God bless you.